Hey guys, on here we have a new trailer for Batman The Long Halloween, this time for part 2, which is interesting that it came out that quickly. I mean, it feels like we only got the trailer for part 1 not that long ago. Part 1's not even out yet. I wonder what the, I couldn't find the release date for part 2, probably involved in this trailer somewhere. So I'm wondering if these are going to be released back to back, same day, or if there's like just a mini gap between them. But either way, guys, if you haven't checked out my reaction to the previous trailer for part 1, go check that out. It's up on the channel. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and dive into this thing.
Do you know what my people call this past year? The Long Halloween.
The clock is ticking.
The holiday killer's covering his tracks.
I made him cut a deal. You want Falcone, and I got plenty on him.
Heads, I'll take it. Your father went into business with the Roman, and how many innocent lives did he end up trading for it?
Where'd you find them?
You're not going to like it.
When you were coming up,
I love this
wouldn't have
music,
thought to hire
man.
freaks.
Oh, hello.
Change.
It's hard to believe the man who stood on this roof and made that promise would cross the line.
Everyone's invited to this party.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder.
Oh, we got Jervis in here too. This is a crazy story, man. It's got like most of, if not all of his rogues gallery in one story. I love this new animation style they're going with. It's just clean, nice, accurate, and the style that they go for the action is just top notch. And I mean, technically since this is the new continuity for the DC animated universe, this is effectively our introduction to Batman. We're going to get, of course, his backstory, how he ties into this whole situation. A little bit of a refresher, I guess, a catch up. I would assume this still takes place present day from where they are currently, considering he's been Batman for a while. And we've got all the rogues gallery right now. We already know that, according to Man of Tomorrow, he has been active because in that movie, if you haven't seen it, minor spoiler, him having a caped crusader being out in the world was the inspiration for Martha Kent to make Superman's suit have a cape, at least in the Man of Tomorrow timeline. It's like, yeah, I thought you'd have a cape. It's kind of what they do. Because there's like a little image on a newspaper of Batman, like out of focus, kind of like a UFO shot, just kind of like trailing the skyscrapers of Gotham. Nice little nod. So he is the one that's been active the longest from the setup so far in this new continuity to follow the Apocalypse War stuff. And I really like that. So I'm curious to see if we'll just kind of get a little bit of setback. I don't think we'll see much, but we got obviously the Thomas Wayne, Martha Wayne murder in here with the pearl necklace, as always, as we gotta have it. It's like a tradition at this point. Even when it's not an origin story of the character, we gotta find a way to include it. So we're going to be running the gambit throughout his rogues collection to try to figure out who this killer is. Some creations of some of these villains throughout the course of the story. It's a really interesting story. I do recommend you check it out. So I'm looking forward to get into the nitty gritty of it. And I like that this one is also going to be rated R, so they can dive into some of those a little more mature themes of the Batman storyline, especially this one in particular. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they pay this whole thing off, especially the fact that they're making it 2 parts. That's the first time we've had that with any of these animated films. Unless you count the Death of Superman, where they kind of have the first part and then they have Reign of the Supermen, which was a really good and fun 2-parter. I liked one of my theaters nearby. I think this was like a nationwide thing, but they had like a special where you could actually watch it in the movie theater once both parts came out, and you watch it back to back like a little grindhouse section. It was a lot of fun, seeing, especially watching them back to back, and I can't wait to see these. Now, did it say when it was coming out? It doesn't. It didn't say. Odd. Maybe they just don't have a date yet. So I wonder how long after the initial release of this until it comes out. Because when does it comes? The part 1 comes out in July, I think. Let me just double check real quick. It is coming out July 8th. Yeah, nothing on part 2. At least where I go to to check these things real quick, which is Wikipedia of all things. You know, let's just have fun. Let's see if I can find anything just while we're on here for part 2. Part 2 release date. Nothing yet. There is no inkling. There's at least not in a quick glance any time frame for when part 2 is going to actually drop. But July 8th is when part 1 comes out. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting seeing kind of readapting to this voice, having Jensen Ackles playing Batman this time around. You know, the star-studded cast that they've got in this thing, as always. I mean, previously he played Jason Todd, and that voice fit there, so it's going to be weird because, like, when I hear his voice, I'm going to be thinking of Jason Todd. It's just going to be retraining my brain as we move forward with this. I wonder if they'll drop any references to the other heroes, because we had the Flash, set up in this new continuity in the last animated film. You know, the what was it, Justice Society World War II. That was a bonkers little animated film. I know some people were a little mixed on it. I mean, people were mixed on Man of Tomorrow too, and I thought that one was wholesome and enjoyable. Very strong, classic Superman tale. A lot of fun in it too. Lobo Man shows up. But yeah, that's all I've got for this one, guys. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Huge shout out to our patron legends, Mandy Scher, Antoine Rodriguez, Ryan Karen, and Jason Coleman. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.